Everyone, welcome back to my latest solo trapping video. Today I'll be showcasing the 323 mil solo trap and my tier 4 solo trap. Their comps are actually very similar, except the mites are very different. So if you guys want to know how I'm baiting these guys, they hit me, go watch my first 300 mil solo trap video. It will show you how I bait them into hitting me here. So there is a situation here. He is sending his leader. He is walking very far away. I could port away and take the leader right away, but that would tell him online, and if I cap their leader, they're not going to do any follow-up attacks. So in this one, I'm purposely sitting far back in a hive so people can send multiple marches or more people can hit me, and it basically causes them to walk further so I can counter and all that. So it gives me a little more time too. I'm just letting my guild know he's going to lose his leader. He is sending his leader here. I do have enough troops to cap it. Unfortunately, his leader got sent back because of his familiar. So he did get the lucky prison break from his Helldrider. He was sending tier 3 and tier 4 Cav. I was just sitting in... Was I sitting in range? A lot of times I won't sit in range. And oh, actually, no. Then this account I will sit in range because it doesn't matter. I'm just full tier 4. But in my other account, I won't sit in range just because I don't want to basically heal the tier 4. It's expensive. Anyways. So he did get his leader release there. Unfortunately for that, so he got this Helldrider, his level 5 passive, so whatever, there's like a 2% chance of getting his leader back, and they always seem to get it back for some reason. But yeah, so he's now going to scout me. He's like, what the hell? That's not what happened. As you can see, I did give him my scout before, and I was doing some trickies with the scout there. So he's like, oh, wait a minute. I scouted him, and then that's not what he had. Well, this should be really easy. So now he's going to do a range at me. He's going to send his range, and I'm going to switch the infantry there. Someone else is scouting me at the same time here. Not from the same guild though, is from Small RP. They're just kind of scouting me to see what I have, because maybe I'm in the global chat or whatever it is, and I don't know, whatever it is. So yeah, now he's not sending his leader, so I'm like, damn it, yeah, I had the chance to get his leader, but again, this account cannot take rallies. It's basically a solo trap. It's so if you're doing all those same things as solo trapping, you cannot take rallies on this account unless they half-ass the rally. If they half-ass it, then sure, you can take a rally. They have done that before. In my previous videos, saw they only sent like, what was it, like 900k or 600k troops in a rally or something like that, and yeah, that's totally easy for me to do it because I am full tier 4, so I can just take full tier 4 reinforcements and not take much damage, especially if I sit in infantry or range or whatever I want to do. I can be whatever rain trap I want to be because I'm just full tier 4, so I just take full reins of that and get full reinforcements and take a rally that way. But if it's a good rally, you don't want to do that because they'll be doing way more damage than you can take, because, again, you only have like 2 million troops on this account, so even big tier 5 hits will get walkbacks from Griffin Trap like this with 2 million tier 4. You just need more troops for that, and I found that out actually testing out on my other solo trap, which has better gear than this account, but this is another one here. Unfortunately, I didn't get this one on video. I was like, damn it, I got the recorder right after he sent it. It was a big hit too, so I don't know. I guess I just missed hitting the recorder or something like that. I got it right after he hit me, or I wasn't paying attention or something. But yeah, he did 76,000. He sent tier 5, tier 4. I was sitting in infantry. I do have some tier 2 infantry just to basically reduce the healing costs, because tier 4 are super expensive to heal resource wise. Yeah, so I have just a little bit of tier 2 in there. I usually keep just to basically reduce those healing bills, just because I've had some big healing bills on this account when you take some big hits, especially if they're hitting you just right into your tier 4. It makes it a little expensive to heal. Anyway, so I did cap that guy. He did send tier 4, tier 5. Again, he wasn't like a big tier 4, tier 5 guy, so I was able to cap that. If he was a big guy, like a max, not a max count, but a high tier account, there's a good chance they'll get a walk back from me. I've tested that out quite a bit on these Griffin traps, unless you have amazing gear, which this account doesn't have amazing gear or anything like that, but yeah, so anyways, they said a rally, I gave the leader back, and this guy's going in for the attack here, so again, same bait. They think I have something, which I don't, and then they go in to try to get my leader, and they send a solo attack, and yeah, so anyways, if someone does like a message you, hey, are you online? Are you okay? Or anything like that, just don't reply to that, because people are usually trying to see if you're online, and if you don't respond, they might hit you. So don't respond to those emails. You can respond after the trap is done and you've shielded or whatever, but yeah, that's fine. But don't do it during it, because you can mess up, because they could be fishing to see if you're online, just to see what's going on, if you are a trap or something like that. So Don't reply to those messages. Just ignore them for a little bit, and then you reply after. But yeah, so this guy went in for a full attack there. Unfortunately for him, again, I was not a empty castle like he thought he was. So he went in full there. He did pop the double cap. He might have thought I switched castles, and that's what happened, because that is another way to do this trap, is you give a scout on one castle, switch places with the other castle, and have them sit there, and they go in and solo it. But this one is literally me just pulling troops back. So yeah, so you can see he thought I had probably like 400 or 500k troops, but unfortunately I do have 2.3 million tier 4, so his blast did not work out, his infantry blast. I was sitting in cav for that one, so easy take for that, only 4,000 injured. Again, I do have a full tier 4 frontline on everything but infantry, which I only have like 70k troops. That's just to reduce, like I said, the heals and stuff. So this is going to be my tier 4 solo trap. So we're switching over to the other solo trap here. This is me doing the 2000 IQ trap. So I'm using my other account to bait, get them to burn it, release the leader. So my leader is walking back here. I am 178 million might on this account. This is basically the same comp as the other one with a little bit of tier 2 frontline, or a little bit more tier 2 as a frontline. I am kind of set up as almost like a tiny rain trap on this account. It is it can't do Griffin or anything like that. It doesn't have the heroes or anything like that. So this guy's going in tier 4. No leader, unfortunately, so I'm not going to get a leader, but I do get a bunch of free kills from that guy. So RP Chaos went in there, 99,000 dead there. Yeah, so it was all tier 4 he went in. No fodder or anything like that. He went tier 4 infantry and what's called siege, so he ended up losing a bunch of, or 99,000 tier 4 there dead on that. So he realized that his mistake here, throws up the emoji, and he's like, yep. And as soon as I see that, usually I'm not expecting another follow-up attack after that, because they kind of realize what's up. That's why they're throwing up the emoji. You're like, oh, you got me. So he's like, yeah. So, and now he's going to port away. So, yep, that was the end of that one. So the next one here, this is going to be the big scary guy. I'm doing the 2000 IQ trap here. It looks like Olivia has released my leader. They are a maxed account Titan. So if you guys don't know Olivia, yeah, they have a really, really good account. Complete max soul stars and mythic champ and Baron Jewels and all that stuff. So they're coming in to try and get my leader here. I'm going to throw on my trap gear just to reduce the damage here from that cav blast. I haven't really tested out this trap at this point, so I'm not 100% sure what kind of hits I can take, how well it's going to do, especially against a mythic champ like this. I didn't switch my gear back very fast, and I didn't realize that at the start. I was like I said, this is kind of the testing. I totally forgot what account I was on, because usually on my solo trap, I only have one quick swap, so I'm not used to switching back to my other gear. So this is a new experience here with 2 quick swaps, so I'm not used to doing it, so I am a little slow, and I do forget to actually switch a couple times, and yeah, it's a big kerfuffle, because usually when I switch to my war gear in my soul trap, again, yeah, you can see the full mythic champ on Olivia there. I wasn't expecting a follow-up attack, so I was just like, oh, this is kind of cool, they did that. They probably saw my swap because I was kind of slow in there, so I was like, they're not going to hit me again anyway. So I'm going to take a look at their what's called the reports here to see what they had. They lost 223,000 tier 4 dead on that. I guess not enough infirmaries. So yeah, so I was like, oh wow, okay. Yeah, and I was looking at the gear and just saying, wow, okay, it's a good thing I didn't send their leader, because that would have hurt a lot. Like, even their leader of this attack is doing quite a bit. Oh, that one didn't do very much damage, but they did port in right next to me, so they are going to go in for a follow-up attack. They have switched their leader too, and switched their gear, so I thought they were going to go in for a leader attack here, so I was getting ready. I was like, okay, let's see. Oh god, they're coming in. I better throw on my war gear. I missed the switch, because again, I'm not used to where these buttons are on this account. It is opposite to what I'm used to. I'm used to having my war gear on the top, so I'm used to hitting that. My war gear is on the bottom here. I totally messed that up when I was doing this. I am way more used to it now, since I've used the account a lot more, but during this clip, I do mess up a ton of times trying to switch my gear. But yeah, so it is just from lack of experience on using this account. So again, this is kind of the first kind of hits on this one. I wasn't really sure what I could take either. I do have quite good gear on this account, but again, I am really, really low on troops. I only have like 3 million troops, so And again, this is not as good as a regular solo trap. I have tested it out now. Now I've tested it out. It's not as good as a solo trap, but it does work. It just can't take max accounts and stuff like that. So I'm lucky that Livy here is not sending full attacks. They are sending leaderless attacks on this. So I'm going to heal up here. See as it comes in. I did miss my switch there because I hit the what's called construction gear again. Because again, I thought my war gear was at the top. Again, I can't really switch my war gear's positioning during the attacks here, so I'm kind of just like out of sorts right here trying to do this. I'm waiting a little bit on the heals here. I'm almost positive they know I'm online because my switch has been horrible and I've been healing in between. So if they don't realize I'm online, they're not very smart. But I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, knowing they're online. So all I'm doing is healing slowly, so hopefully they're going for more attacks. I'm pretty sure I got my war gear on that one. Yeah, that one dropped me a little bit there. 167,000 drop there. I'm only switching back to my other gear just because I don't want other people in the kingdom to know that what my war gear is, because it is a little bit better in my solo trap. Like my solo trap, I don't care if people see it. It's a bunch of free to play stuff. People usually think it's my fake gear anyway, so it's not a big deal. But on this account, I do not want them to see what my war gear is, so I am currently switching back just because of that. Yeah, and then I know you're online. Yes, obviously I've healed like 4 times. I know you better know I'm online at this point, but I'm only switching my war gear because of that. So. And at this point, I have my construction gear on just so other people look at me. They do not see what my war gear is, and they might come and hit me as well. And here comes another attack, and I switched my war gear. I actually hit the right one this time, but I'm not sure if I got my war gear switch on in time or not, because they did do quite a bit of damage, so I might have been like a second or a millisecond too late on that switch. But you can see how much she's doing. This is leaderless, by the way. She's doing this much damage. So again, this is not as strong as my other solo trap. There's no way she'd be doing this much damage to my like main solo trap leaderless. But again, it's just a little bit of a fun little kind of thing I was just trying out to see how it would go, because I could actually take a bunch of reinforcements in tier 4 and act as like a rain trap. So this one did a little bit less damage, but still quite a bit of damage. It's a full counter, by the way, if you guys are wondering what's going on. I am an infantry and she's sending cav, but she is losing tons of troops here doing this. Again, they are a max titan, so they probably don't give a crap about their what's called troops as much as we would, but yeah, she's hit me what was like 5 times now, and she's lost tons of troops. So I'm just gonna take some more resources out. Again, this was before we had that awesome use resource and use speed ups thing, so I'm having to take some resources. I wasn't expecting her to hit me like 25 times here, by the way, so this is why I don't have enough resources out. So I'm just gonna take a bunch out. I will be using it. It's a big kingdom, so I will end up using them anyway, so it's okay if I take more out right now. But yeah, you can see how much damage she's doing. This is a leaderless tier 4 tier 5 hit, and she's doing like 400k tier 2 damage. She finally gave up, by the way. So after 5 hits, she's like, okay, I'm not doing any damage, I'm just gonna give up. But yeah, she set a tracker on me. It's not her actual rally. She probably wouldn't port away and set an actual rally, so she set up a tracker there to keep track of me. So, and she's like, I will make you pay. Okay. I guess I'm buying her dinner or something like this, I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, so she's a little upset about that. Yeah, but she didn't actually hit me with her leader, so if she'd actually sent a full attack, she would have did quite a bit of damage. Again, I only have 3 million troops. I'm not as strong as a normal solo trap, so let's go over the reports and see what she actually sent. So this one's a tier 4, tier 5, 570,000. Yeah, she's got like max familiars, obviously, maxed account. So double tier 5 familiars, all that jazz. She's doing, what was it? I guess my infantry is my biggest front line, so she's also doing damage to that with her familiars. So I think that's why it's doing so much damage there. This one was, I think, just tier 4. Yeah, pure tier 4. So again, she's losing tier 4 in every hit here. That one did quite a bit. Yeah, I obviously missed my switch there because I took a lot of damage there. I took more damage on the tier 4 hit than the tier 4, tier 5. So I switched my gear. I had my gear on for the tier 4, tier 5, but the tier 5 hit, or the tier 4 hit before I did not. So it did so much damage. This one, not so much. I was in infantry again. I think she was just kind of testing my front line, doing different attacks, see which one was doing more damage here. But yeah, she has max familiars at all of them. This was tier 4, tier 3, so she actually did shield some of her tier 4 there, so she wasn't losing a ton tier 4, only a little bit there. Mostly tier 3 losses on that one. unlike the last ones, were all tier 4. This one was full tier 4 too, so she lost full tier 4 in this one with a little bit of tier 2 catapults, 139,000 dead. You see double 11k heroes, and the familiars still do a ton of damage if you have max research. You technically don't even need your leader to do this tons of damage, so these guys could actually just solo attack people leaderless and actually zero them by just spending money and sending a bunch of troops at you, so you gotta watch out for that. So anyways, I too hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I will have some more videos, top 5 traps of the week, coming out tomorrow. Keep an eye out for that. If you guys have any questions, I will leave my line in the description down below. And RH, the monster hunting bus, is going on, so if you guys want to join that, also add me online and just say, hey, I want to join the monster hunting bus. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.